You're good. We're live.
Okay, I'm Kaylee. I'm here at Zens Tea House. So I wanted to jump on here today to talk to you, give you guys an exciting opportunity for you guys to try new teas. This is our monthly tea club. So you can sign up for this, and with the tea club, you get, I'll open this up to show you guys. So with the tea club, you get 4 different teas each month. So the teas are different each month. It gives you a nice opportunity to try different products, find new things that you love, things that, I know when I go look for different teas, I'm, not super adventurous. So this gives me a nice opportunity to try new products. But this month, actually June, they get one of my favorites. It's a Mauritius. So it is a vanilla flavored black tea. It has a lot of caffeine in it. I love the vanilla flavor, but that's one of my personal favorites. There is some herbal teas in there as well. And then also in the box, you get this nice little pamphlet. And it tells you, let me set the tea club down. It tells you about the teas, the products, kind of what they're good for, what you're getting in your box, some different flavors with them. So it's very informative. It tells you about the products that you're getting. And yeah, so you can check out our tea club at www.zenstea.com. There will also be a link below for you to click and find the tea club there.
Awesome.
So I hope you sign up.
Thanks. Hold this over. Okay. Give a shout out to Kaylee. If you think she did a great job, then give this video a thumbs up. So we are halfway through 2020 year, and it has been quite a roller coaster. Some of us are very anxious. Some of us are angry, we're worried, we're scared, and truly it has affected all of us, and how we cope manifests differently. Zen's Tea House motto is helping people through the power of tea, and we do this by providing healthy, organic, loose-leaf teas and herbs, and also providing educational, holistic health content. It's on our YouTube channel and our Facebook Live. This is our series, Spilling the Tea on Environmental and Social Health. The last few videos, I think we've done 4 different videos, was introducing environmental and social health. They are 2 of the 6 aspects of health, and that's because a lot of people, they're thinking, and they're asking us, hey, Zen's Tea House, can you give us a tea for our depression, for my anger, for my anxiety? And sometimes neurologically, that can be helped or assisted with teas and herbs. Sometimes it's their diet. Sometimes it's the lack of sleep. But more often than not, at least in this circumstances, a lot of people who are experiencing this overwhelming anxiety, the fear, this anger, it's a result from their environment. It's because their social life has changed. And so we wanted to shed some light on the subject. It's not something that we are particularly well educated in, as in we aren't talked about. Change this right here. A lot of us are not educated on health. Maybe a diet, maybe some first aid, but not mental health. Very few of us on emotional health. And environmental and social health do have a do affect our overall state of being. So we hope you enjoy these videos. For more information, you can go visit our website at www.zenstea.com. Click on the resource link and you'll see environmental and social health with a lot more information. So I'm really grateful that so many of us are health conscious, at least more so now than ever. And as we have seen, a lot of people's anxiety and their mental health has been pushed to a all-time limit, like an all-time high. Why? Because our environments are changing like never before. And what we thought was going to be there yesterday, or what we thought was going to be there today, is changed. And what we want to communicate is that that's totally okay. And so to kind of give you some context, what people need to understand is social health is a part of our physical health. And our environmental health is a part of our physical health. We can live in a very sterile environment, sanitized, clean, and have a great diet and sleep. But if we aren't having that healthy social interaction, if we're not developing relationships, loving, meaningful conversations, that can negatively affect our health. Is it still going?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
I was liking a comment.
Oh, you're liking a comment? By the way, if you have any comments or questions, you can leave them below. We specialize in botanical medicine, but for this series, we're venturing off and quoting a lot of scientists and scholars on environmental health and social health. So, like I said, you could live in a place where you are physically able to thrive, but if we don't have that environment, if we don't have that support, that could negatively affect our health in a dramatic way. Scientifically, we can have a great diet, implementing healthy teas and herbs. We could have great sleep, uninterrupted, no bad dreams. We could even live in a COVID-free environment, no viruses or diseases that are plaguing our society. But if we don't have that community, we are isolated, our health will go down. And similar to the placebo effect, maybe you've heard, a person, if they take this sugar pill and they believe that it's going to help them, and they're mentally and emotionally invested, saying that's going to work. There's so much more influence and positivity pushed on this placebo affecting them for the better. That is very similar to our social health. If we are in an environment that says you're going to thrive, you're going to succeed, and maybe you have a scratch right here, or maybe you're fighting a cold or a virus or a flu, but you're going to get through it. That social community, that social life that we as human beings thrive in, it touches our innermost being. And if we don't have that, our health will change. Or we had it for a little bit, but it's changing differently. The neighbors that we were so close to gathering, now we don't have that for a lot of us. For our spiritual institutions, our churches, our religious bodies, our synagogues, our mosques, if those are no longer available, that could also negatively affect our health. So that's an aspect of social health. Let's go to environmental health. Now, as you might know, I'm a veteran, and there's quite a few young military personnel that says, I'll never get sick, I'll just work hard and push on through it. But what they may not really consider is how their environment can negatively affect them. One of them is vaccines, viruses, bacteria infections. If we aren't taking care of ourselves, our environment, I don't know how I'm going to say this. If we live in a perfect society and we have the health, but our environment is unhealthy, it will negatively affect our health. Same way that social health will same way that our social life can negatively affect our health. For example, there are so many people who are taking extra precautions in preventing illness or the spread of viruses and diseases, practicing good hygiene, washing their hands. Some people are putting on masks. Great. That's a wonderful and very effective way to keep diseases and viruses at a minimal. But it doesn't always work. And one of the things, and even though it might be effective in the short term, some people's philosophies will be, hey, I need to build up immunities. I need to build up my immune system so that I could help, my body could help fight off the inevitable viruses, the bacteria that our body actually holds. Our bodies do carry a number of bacteria and viruses. But if we live in an environment and we just disregard that these viruses and bacteria don't exist, that can negatively affect our health. One of them is STDs. A lot of people are taking precautions with COVID-19, and that's great. A lot of people are taking precautions with sexually transmitted diseases. But if people think that they don't have to take precautions for either one, that could be that can negatively affect our society as a whole. And so I want to say, it's great, it's awesome. Take the precautions, but do consider that if we want to be healthy, it means that we have to take care of our physical health, our mental health, our emotional health, our environment, and our social health. We are not saying that this is any specific solution. No, that if you take X, Y, and Z, and you take this tea, or you do these exercises, that it will solve that it will prevent diseases. No, we as human beings, we will naturally struggle with viruses and bacteria and diseases pretty much for as long as we live. It's something that we have to acknowledge. But we can take proper precautions to make sure that our environments are healthy, that they are safe, not just physically, mentally, emotionally, socially, and environmentally. So we hope you enjoy this, and we hope that you take ownership and excitement for taking care of yourself and others. Keep in mind, no one's going to take better care of yourself than you. And so we hope you enjoy this content and appreciate the resources that we have offered on our website. Again, you can find more at www.zenstea.com. We want to open it up to any questions that we have. Kaylee, you're recording on the mini iPad. You could stop that right now. And we got some YouTube content right there.
Nikki Miller loves our tea. Says she loves your tea.